Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another reaction video. It's your girl Nikki and you're tuned into NikkiReactsTV. And if you are new to this channel, welcome. And if you are a returning subscriber, then you already know how ish goes down over here. And with that being said, let's just get right into this video because I got a couple of things to address. So if you want to stay tuned in, make sure you are tuned in to the end. And with that being said, let's just get right into it. So I wanted to talk about and try to get an understanding of why there is so much hate for Lae Lae. I mean, she didn't present herself. She didn't come on the platforms with negativity. She was actually being positive. She was sharing her plastic surgery journeys. She was giving advice, and she was trying to avoid any negative energy as much as she possibly could, at least in my opinion. But she walked into an already toxic situation between Coco and old girl. You have the salty, bitter, angry ex who could not stand the fact that her ex was growing on social media and that people was taking a liking to him. Then the new girl comes in the picture and she adopts all this hate from old girl's supporters. Now, Lae Lae didn't stand a chance from the gate. She was constantly harassed directly, indirectly, behind the scenes. She was threatened with physical harm, not only to herself, but to her son. Her businesses were being tampered with. Her nursing license was being jeopardized. But when she speaks up to defend herself, her career, her children, then she's labeled as crazy, a liar, a fake victim, stupid, etc. Now, there's multiple YouTube channels degrading and making a mockery of her appearance, questioning her capacity as a mother, questioning her choices in her personal relationships as far as being involved with Coco. Now, I don't know if a lot of the hate for her stems from Coco and a lot of the hate that people have for him, feeling that he's emotionally disrespected her publicly. That's what a lot of people feel like. So I don't know if that hate navigates to Lae Lae. I don't know. I'm just really not understanding why there is so much hate for this woman who, in my opinion, I've seen nothing but, she tried to be as positive excuse me, as she possibly could, given the circumstances that she walked into. Now, I think the bulk of the hate for Lae Lae came when she put out those allegations about old girl's kids. Allegations that were confirmed to be true and verified by old girl herself. So they weren't lies, they weren't fabrications. They were true. She brought them to the public's attention since her capacity as a mother was being attacked. She fired back. She hit below the belt. She took shots. Now, in that situation, I don't know if people were more upset about her for putting out the allegations, more so than they were for those allegations actually being true and what old girl did about it, which was absolutely nothing. So people were more upset with the messenger than the actual message. And then you have people that were upset about, well, if you knew this information, why didn't you bring it to the appropriate authorities? At this point, F appropriate authorities. Why would people be concerned about doing things the appropriate way and in the appropriate manner when you got somebody coming at you all sideways from all different type of angles trying to bring you down? You're not thinking rationally at that moment. You're going to say what you're going to say. You're going to protect yourself, your kids, your family. And I'm pretty sure any person out there will feel the same way when you're put in someone else's shoes. You can't sit up here and say what you would have done, what you should have done, and what you could have did, unless you are in that situation. Now, I know for me, if I was in that situation, I wouldn't have done nothing no differently. I probably would have did it worse. Especially when you're questioning and you're attacking me and you're bringing up my children and my kids when I haven't said nothing about yours. The gloves come off. There's no holds bars. I'm sorry. That just tells you the type of parent that I am, the person that I am. I'm going to protect mine at all costs, 100 all across the board. So people need to understand and stop focusing on what was said and focusing on the actual message of what was said. Not who said it, but what was said. And let's move all of that energy over to that party and to that person and trying to get them some help. Trying to make their situation better. Because that's a sick situation. That's a very disgusting, sick situation. And still to this day, nothing is being done about it. So we're going to get on here and talk about it. What service are you doing to your children? You're doing a disservice to them, if anything. Get them some help. Get them some professional help so people can understand why is this happening. But maybe people don't want to get help because they know why this is happening. It's because of them. It's because of them. I bet you bottom dollar it's because of them. It's the influence that they have. People don't want to open them can of worms. They don't want to open those bag of bones. They don't want to hear the truth from a licensed professional.
Stop it. Get some help.
They don't want that confirmation, in my opinion. But let's move on. Let's get back to Lae Lae. That's a whole nother video for another day. So instead of people being outraged over lashes and appearance, let's be outraged over more serious topics like that situation over there. Let's put some more focus on that lady and the help that she obviously has not gotten to this day and that she needs to get ASAP. Let's talk about that. But people want to poke and make fun and be petty and do all this stuff where the real problem is over that way. I just find that hilarious. And I find it funny. And I sit back and I see all these videos and I'm flabbergasted. Because I'm like, why do people hate this woman so much? Why do they hate her so much? I don't see her going after people. I don't see her being responsive. I don't see her being negative unless she's at a boiling point from being attacked. You think someone is going to sit there and not say anything like a lame? Get real, people. Get real. This all stems from, like I said, from those allegations. So now people painted her in a different light, and it also is coming from her current situation with Coco. So let's talk about that. Now, a lot of you probably feel that this person is being manipulated. She's being controlled. She's being disrespected. She's being verbally and emotionally abused publicly. So why is she sitting here constantly taking this abuse, calling her stupid for coming back, calling her stupid for rekindling, for making up with him, for continuing to be seen on live with him after the disrespect that he's presented to social media? Am I correct? Comment down below and let me know. Is this how a lot of people feel? So we've known that they have broken up a couple of times in the past, which a lot of people have speculated that they were skits. I don't believe any of those were skits, because here we are. Wanting to know my reaction on the quote-unquote breakup between Lae Lae and Coco. I did peep and I saw what was going on, but I wanted to give it a little bit of time just to see where things were a couple of days later. So here we are, and I'm going to give you my where an issue has escalated. And I believe the escalation comes from petty arguments from the past, which probably caused those little mini breakups. And here we are today where things have completely gone left, gone out of control, to the point where people feel that they have to record publicly conversations to protect their safety. So let's talk about that. I did see the video where Coco was recording an argument between him and Lae Lae, and he said that he's going to record this because he feels that his safety was in jeopardy. And there was somebody on the other phone saying, well, you know what? don't do it on live. Just record it on your phone for your personal use, but don't have it displayed for the public's use. And I agree with that. I don't condone what Coco did. I don't agree with what he did. I've said this in my videos in the past that I think that he should keep his relationship problems and arguments and disagreements off social media. Because the only thing that is doing is garnering up more hate for Lae Lae. More opinions to be formed, more people to voice their opinions on things that they probably don't know anything about that's being done and said behind closed doors. More so, I don't agree with any disrespect at all, publicly, privately. I don't agree with any of that. And I've said this to Coco. When I offered, I was going to go live with Coco because I wanted to address these things in real time to see, to dig into his head a little bit and to see why he feels that it's okay to do these things and to, talk to her and to treat her on live like that. Or even off of live. I mean, it's not acceptable at all, but especially to embarrass someone publicly, I don't agree with that. And this is exactly the conversation that I wanted to have with him, on a respectable level. To be like, what's up? What's good? Like, what's going on? Why do you feel that it's okay to repeatedly demean her in that manner? Because to me, that's demeaning. Now, do I think that Coco is a bad guy? No, I don't think he's a bad guy at all. I know that he's had this criminal past. And if the most people can say about him is that he gets online and he's begging, making videos and making fun of that and making fun of his home and the appearance of his home and the way that he looks, if that's the most you can say about someone and deem them a bad person because of that, in spite of all the criminal things that he's done in his previous life, which he is reformed from that, this is the most you can say about someone, that's petty. That's petty as hell. Now, we're going to talk about the whole disrespecting. We're going to get into all that. But as far as that aspect is concerned, that's petty. So let's talk about the disrespect. So a lot of you feel that he disrespects his audience, he disrespects women, he doesn't like women, he doesn't care for women, and that he disrespects his girlfriends. I think it's a deeper issue with Coco. I think Coco has some emotional, deep-rooted problems where he doesn't know how to express himself. I don't think his intent is to be harmful and malicious. But I think Coco could also benefit from some counseling. He's had, his backstory is very interesting. And I think a lot of his emotional outbursts and his issues come and stems from his past. And maybe the lack of genuine love that he didn't receive from a woman, and particularly his mom. They say there's nothing like a mom's love. A mother's love is unconditional. And he didn't have that growing up. Now, I'm not sitting up here playing tiny violins, trying to paint this beautiful picture and trying to deflect from the actual problem that a lot of you feel that is the problem. But I'm taking it a little deeper to see where the problem stems from. If you can comprehend and relate to that, then you're on my level and you get where I'm coming from. So again, I don't think he's a bad person. I don't think he's a bad guy. I actually feel that he has a great heart and that he has good intentions and good motives, but he doesn't know how to execute his actions and his feelings appropriately. Now, don't get it twisted, because this doesn't justify his recent actions in any way, shape, or form, and how he was really dismissive and disregarded her feelings when she brought up the issue about the moderators. So let's get into that for a minute. If Lae Lae felt she was being disrespected by a moderator, the point is she felt that she was being disrespected by another woman, and I think that Coco should have took the right measures immediately. He should have handled that problem. He should have deaded that situation. There should have been no debate. It should have been no back and forth. You're my girlfriend. I'm taking your feelings considerably over anyone else's, especially someone that I don't even know, from a can of paint. but someone that does have these special privileges on my social media account. So obviously there was some type of trust, some type of bond, some type of rapport that was built, which maybe Lae Lae is feeling a little intimidated by that. But even so, she is feeling how she's feeling. And I think that he needs to not disregard her feelings and take action on the situation and not just dismiss it. So now you got moderators all involved. You got them making issues. You see how things escalate when it could have been deaded from the gate. So I'm saying all this to say, stop putting your information, your personal business, your issues, your arguments, every little details of your relationship on social media. And I'm going to continue to say that because people will use any and everything that you say or do against you and weaponize you with your own words and actions. So at the end of the day, to summarize and to recap, I don't think that it's cool for people to continuously to come at this woman when she has not done anything, in my eyes, to anyone. I think that it's wrong, especially for these grown-ass women out here, to be as old as you are and to be as messy as you are. Is really sad and it's really disgusting. Oh, I'm going to get mad comments talking about, well, you guys are doing this to another woman too. Look, people, let's not do that. We know when we're talking about, oh girl, we know exactly what we're talking about because everybody is seeing the exact same thing. And if some of you choose to have a blind eye to the foolishness and to the ignorance and to the ratchetness and to the ghetto-ness, then that's on you. But those issues will be talked about and they will be addressed. But for a woman who has not done anything to anybody, and just to get ridiculed and belittled because of who she's associated with, I think that's disgusting. All right, guys, stay tuned for part 2 of this video. There are a couple of other things that I wanted to address, but I didn't want to make the video too long. So in the meantime, in between time, I want to hear what you guys have to say about this whole entire video. Whether you agree or disagree, comment down below. Let's get the conversation popping. And as always, give this video a big thumbs up if you would like to support the channel, and subscribe if you are new so that you don't miss the next time I drop another video. Until then, I will see you guys very soon. Take care. Bye.